Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sean from TechDreadWebs.com. Use Comps SMP, and today I just want to talk to you guys and give you a quick overview on the iPhone 7 and whether or not you should buy this in 2019, late 2019, early 2020. I know the holiday seasons are upon us, and a lot of people are thinking about getting presents, whether it's a new iPhone, whether it's a new pair of AirPods, AirPods Pro, Apple Watch. So this definitely is going to be something that both of those two latter accessories would be necessary to have. You'd have to have essentially an iPhone or want to have an iPhone, at least for the AirPods. Apple Watch, you need to have that iPhone. So if you're rocking an older iPhone, anything older than this, so 6S, 5, 6, or whatnot, having the ability to upgrade to a 7 definitely should help you out. Real quick, I'll talk about a few things about the phone itself. You guys can see it has that 4.7-inch display with 326 ppi. So the same pixel density that you're going to find on the iPhone 11, so the brand new iPhone, it has the same pixel density and very similar screen to what you're going to find, even a little bit better in some ways now that it still has a 3D touch, whereas the iPhone 11 doesn't have that. On the rear is a 12 megapixel camera with the True Tone flash. On the front is a 7 megapixel camera, which is going to be an upgrade, especially if you have a 6 or a 6S, especially when you're doing FaceTiming or Snapchatting. So that's definitely going to be something nice to have. The home button's capacitive also on this phone, so it doesn't actually physically move. There's a vibration motor or a taptic motor, and that's why they removed the headphone jack, or one of the reasons why they removed the headphone jack is to make space for that motor, which sits right down there. So it emulates it, so it should be a lot more durable, and you shouldn't have to worry about your button breaking, especially if you have like some of the older phones. For example, like this 5S that actually has a clicky button still. The physical button, I should say. Stereo speakers, so the volume comes out the bottom as well as out the top. So that's another nice feature that you're going to get on the iPhone 7 that you're not going to get on some of the older iPhones. Comparing this to why you would get this over an 8 is mainly the price. The price of a brand new iPhone 8, you're looking at about $450 for a 64 gig, whereas you can get a 128 gigabyte model of the iPhone 7 for less than half that cost at $200 if you're looking used on like an eBay or OfferUp or something like that. In addition to that, it's thinner, it's lighter. The materials on the back is 7000 series aluminum like used in the Apple Watch versus glass. So especially for people that drop their phone a lot, this is going to be a lot more durable, as well as it also has the IP67 water and dust resistance compared to the older phones. So that's another nice thing there. The chipset is a little bit better on the iPhone 8, the camera as well. Then you have the fast charging and the wireless charging. Real quick on the chipset, you have the A11 versus the A12. The A11 versus the A10. This has an A10 inside of it, which is actually the same processor that's inside the newest iPad, the 10.2 inch. It just has a little bit more RAM, 3 gigs versus 2 gigs. So one nice thing that I see about that is that this should be able to hold its updates a lot better. Since that iPad just came out, the fact that this has the same processor inside of it should mean it should get updates alongside that iPad, or at least as long as it has it. And iPads typically get upgrades at least for 2 to 3 years, like brand new products from Apple, iOS or iPad OS devices. So the fact that this has the same chipset in it would lead me to believe that Apple's going to be supporting this device for quite a while in the future. In addition to that, the iPhone, compared to the older models, it does lose that headphone jack. However, you are going to get the better camera module. You're going to get that True Tone flash. You're going to get iOS 13, which is something that you won't get on iPhone 6 or older, as well as the capability to use this with the Series 5 Apple Watch. So for example, if you have a 6, your phone wouldn't be compatible with the Series 5. This phone is. Last thing I would put into perspective if you are looking to buy one of these hues is to make sure that the battery health is either 80% or better. In this case, it's 84% on this phone. If you start getting anything worse than that, 70s, definitely in the 60s, you're going to start experiencing a lot of issues with your battery. However, this should hold you on for a while, like I said, at least those 2 to 3 years or so, while you're still getting updates and whatnot. And then when you are eventually ready to upgrade, a lot of the other prices of the other iPhones will have swapped down into this price point, so you'll still be able to get something pretty economically friendly. For example, if you were to get a 128 gig model, let's say you spent $200 on this, if you factor that in, you're spending, $50 for 6 months, so almost like $10, less than $10 a month for this phone. And that's something that if you're talking about with the iPhone 8, you're gonna end up paying a lot more. Like I said, twice the price. So this is a very good value by getting this phone. Other than that, I definitely would recommend looking out for it. Like I said, OfferUp, eBay would be good sources to kind of find a good deal on it. And yeah, you guys should definitely be successful, and you'll be able to use this phone and really get it rocking, and at least have it for quite a few, the next 2 or 3 years. And it should still be good, still be getting updates, and still be supported compared to like a newer phone. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions, drop them off in the comments. Like I said, thumbs up on this phone. I recommend it. And if you guys have anything, just let me know. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys in a later video.